Welcome back to another video. Before we get to the topic of this video, first of all, I would like to wish all of my lovely subbies a happy new year. I hope this new year is going well for you guys so far, and I really hope you have a prosperous new year. Okay, the topic of this video will be the difference between shedding and breakage. Okay guys, of course I took my notes so I can make the best points so that I don't forget any of the most important points that I would like to go through for you guys. Okay, let's start off with shedding. But before we get into shedding, understanding the difference between breakage and shedding is a very important part of any healthy hair regimen. Okay guys, so we're gonna start off with what is shedding. Lots of you guys starting out, lots of you newbies may be starting out your hair journey, and you may be saying, what exactly is shedding? Shed hair is hair that has reached the end of its growth cycle and it naturally falls from the root. Shed hair normally has a tiny white bulb at the end of the hair. What I normally do every time I lose a hair strand, what I normally do is, I don't know if it's kind of psycho of me or what, but what I normally do, I normally examine my strands to see if it's a shedded hair or a breakage. Once I see that there's a white bulb at the end of it, I know for a fact that it is a shedded hair. So that kind of helps me to calm down. Okay, if the hair strand that falls from your hair does not contain a white bulb, it is not a naturally shedded hair. It is rather a broken hair. Okay guys, another thing that you can use to differentiate the difference is that shedded hair is normally longer than a broken hair. So shedded hair, remember, it normally comes from your scalp, so it's gonna be, of course, longer in length than a broken hair. It's normally in longer length, and rather than a broken hair, which is more in like lengths of various different sizes. Another thing to note about shedding hair is that since it's a natural process, after a hair naturally shed its mate, it normally takes probably about 130 days for the hair to start growing from the same place that it shedded from. Okay, so that's basically it in terms of shedding. So shedding is a natural process, is where when the hair reaches the end of its growth phase, it normally naturally falls from the hair. So it's a natural process. So it's not, to me, shedding is not a thing for you to really worry about along your hair journey. Unless you're getting like excessive shedding, then you would need to see like a doctor. But on a normal case, everybody here sheds, I should say. Okay, next we're gonna move on to breakage. Breakage, on the other hand, guys, is not a natural process, none at all. Okay, it is normally an indication of an imbalance of the important forces within your hair structure, or your hair strand, I should say. Broken hair does not fall naturally from the head, but a typical sign of mishandling or abuse. So for instance, dry hair typically breaks, or for instance, if you over process your hair if you relax your hair too often, that can cause your hair to break. A lack of protein can cause your hair to break. A lot of different instances can cause your hair to break. So that's why when you embark on a hair journey, you have to ensure that you maintain a good balance between protein and moisture. You don't relax your hair too often. You moisturize and seal. All of those processes, or all of those methods, will help you contain breakage. Also, you have to ensure, did I mention moisturizing and sealing? Of course, yeah, you have to ensure that you moisturize and seal, as well as not detangling your hair properly or combing your hair from root to tip can cause unnecessary breakage. So those are kind of steps that you have to take, or steps that you need to take to ensure that your hair doesn't break. Maintain a good balance between protein and moisture. Do not over process your hair. Moisturize and seal daily. Those are very, and detangling your hair properly is very important it's very important so that you don't get breakage. Some of you guys may ask, I know that with some a lot of people here, when it comes on to near to when you need a relaxer, like sometimes my hair does that, near to the time when you need a relaxer, your hair tends to shed a lot. Things that you can do to contain shedding is you can do garlic treatments. I normally use like probably like olive oil or any kind of oil you can use. You can mix it with, I normally like soak garlic seeds in it overnight and let it soak, and then I apply it to my hair in the morning and cover it. So I do like kind of like a hot oil treatment, but I add oil add garlic to it. Also, you can also do black tea rinses to collect to control shedding. That's where you just basically take like black tea bags, you soak them in water, and then you apply it to either the, after you wash your hair, you apply it to the final rinse, or you can apply it after you shampoo your hair before you condition, whichever one works for you. I'm not a big fan of the black tea rinses. I know it works for a lot of people, but I really didn't like it personally on my hair because it made my hair feel too stiff. So I really didn't like it. I'm more of, if I'm experiencing too much shedding, I more tend to go on the garlic treatment side. So let me rephrase a little bit for you guys. Shedding is a natural process. Is where your hair naturally falls from your scalp after it has reached the end of its growth cycle. Shedded hair normally contain a tiny white bulb at the end of your hair strand. That's how you can tell the difference. If a hair normally does not contain the white bulb, or if it's shorter pieces of hair than the length of your hair, you know for a fact that it's most likely breakage. Breakage can be caused by a mishandling of your hair. It can be caused of lack of protein, lack of moisture. It can be caused by too much protein, too much moisture. So you have to be careful when it comes down to your hair. Taking properly care of your hair and taking dressers will enable you to maintain a good balance. So that's basically it, guys. I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. I hope this gave you a lot of you newbies an insight on what shedding and breakage is and how to differentiate what they really are. That's it for this video, guys. Should you have any questions or concerns, feel free to leave them down in the bottom bar as usual, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.